so I've repositioned the mic, so hopefully this audio might be better. I'm just following my mate. My mate's got a loan bike from Kawasaki because his Kawasaki is in for some work, so we're on our way back to pick up his bike. I had a good question from Moto Haggis about recommendations for chain and sprocket brands. He said something like, if I remember rightly, any other brands that stand out better than others. And the main brands that come to mind, mate, for chains and sprockets are brands like Renthal, Afam, JT for your sprockets. For your chains, DID, RK and Tsubaki. I think Tsubaki are on a bit of the expensive side, but I'll give you an example. Like, I use DID chain. I also use a Renthal rear sprocket and a JT front sprocket. It's a bit of a story as to why I don't use a Renthal front sprocket, but I'll go into that maybe in a different video. So yeah, I'd recommend just stick with the most popular, the most loved brands. I mean, they're popular and, you know, they've got a reputation for a reason. I don't think you can get any bad kit really if you stick with the top brands like that. What I'd recommend also is just double check what's already on there in terms of size. You might know this already, and I'm sorry if I'm insulting your intelligence, but make sure you get a chain that has the right amount of links. Make sure you get the sprocket that has the right amount of teeth, both front and rear. Unless you want to change your gearing, of course. I don't know whether your bike is standard, but just double check it so you order the right kit. Another good place to check and get some advice might be, because I think you're on Haggis, Moto Haggis, you're on a Triumph Daytona 660, so it might be worth checking the forums and see what people are using on those bikes. Yeah, see what other people recommend. But like I say, you can't go wrong if you stick with those main brands, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've repositioned the mic, and I think the audio is better now. Yesterday when I recorded, the audio wasn't terrible, but there was a little bit of crackling on the mic, and I think that was just where the mic was positioned. What a complete cock. But yeah, hopefully the audio is good. So I've got an idea for some content actually, and if myself and the lads are going to Europe this year, we're travelling to Germany. Last year we did Belgium, France, Belgium, Luxembourg and Germany. This year we're doing staying a night in France, and then we're going to Germany to stay there for 3 nights, and we're going to be riding around the Black Forest. We've said we might even ride into Switzerland on one of the days, and I thought to suggest that if anybody has any questions about riding abroad, maybe if you've never done it before, or even if you've done it and you've maybe found some parts of it difficult, if you have any questions, just let me know. And if anybody's never done it, I absolutely recommend it for a couple of reasons. Firstly, there's nothing better than getting away on the bikes with your friends, riding around for a few days, having a few beers at night. It's just an amazing experience. Secondly, the standard of driving in Europe is much better than it is in the UK, for the most part. Certainly in Germany, even in France, the standard of driving is much better. People are much more courteous to bikers, and on the autobahns, for example, people actually move out of the way for you. Whereas here in the UK, people hog the overtaking lanes all the time. Right, there's a tunnel coming up, and I'm sure you all know the rules. So yeah, people hog the overtaking lanes in the UK all the time. But in Europe, they're so much more disciplined and so much more courteous. So yeah, I'm going to switch off now, but if anybody has any questions about riding to Europe, let me know, and I can either answer your question or I might even do a whole video on it. But for now, stay safe everyone, have fun.